What's up guys, welcome back to Fancy Goldfish Fanatics. Today I'm bringing you another episode of Tank Tours, so make sure you stay tuned to find out more. Hey Fanatics family, welcome back. As always, check out those links in the description and make sure you follow us on Instagram. Today, as I said, we're going to be doing another episode of Tank Tours as I promised. And we're going to be going all the way up to Scotland to visit Scott's Orandas. He's got a huge breeding setup up there. As he is from Scotland, he's got a very strong accent, so make sure you really listen to the video. It's going to be a slightly different video to the other tank tours. He's going to show us more of his fish, show us more around his setup and all the different fish he's got and his tank setups, and you might be quite surprised how he runs things compared to the average hobbyist. So without further ado, I'm going to go and visit Scott and set up the interview. So Scott, welcome to the channel. Thank you for being on here and giving me some footage to put on the channel. The first question I'd like to ask you is, how big is your tank, or how big are your tanks? How many tanks have you got? Have you got any ponds, for instance? Can you give me a bit of information on that?
Tank sizes. 2 50-gallon tubs there. I think that was bigger than 50 gallons actually. My biggest tank's 4 foot, ranging right down to the 2 foot tanks. All I keep is Orandas. All I've ever kept cold water wise, apart from many years ago, I did have lionheads, I had shabunkins, and I had fantails. But my passion was always for Orandas.
Awesome, good to know. Also, could you tell us a little bit more about your filtration, how you filter your tanks maybe?
Water filters, I'm not a great fan of water filters. To me, they're not really necessary with goldfish unless you want a crystal clear tank, which a lot of people do because they have them in their living rooms, etc. Obviously I'm not interested in crystal clear water. Green water is actually healthier than fish than clean water. Filter wise, what I do use is sponge filters, but I mean they're not even real sponge filters, they're just bits of sponge on pipes basically. They do the same job as a sponge filter, but I'm a cheapskate, I'm Scottish.
Wow, that's really interesting. A very different approach than we normally see with other hobbyists, so that was really good to know. Also, maybe a little bit about your water change routine. I guess you change a bit more water than usual, having that type of filtration setup.
Water changes, do them often. It takes out everything more than what a filter will ever take out. It takes out all your ammonias, all your nitrates, everything. You've got to keep on top of water changes. Water changes I do at least a 30% water change once a week, but it's nowhere near that. What I do is normally it's 30% water change every single day. When I've got time though, I mean I didn't just do fish obviously, but I like to do a water change every day, 30%. You don't have to do anything drastic, just 30%. Obviously it's a lot easier out here because you're just sticking a pipe in, straight out the overflows, right into the drains. No problem that way.
If money was no object and there was anything you could change about your setup or do differently, would there be anything you might change?
Look about everything. I'd like to put some wallpaper up. No. What I would change in here is I would have everything more uniform, better planned basically, and bigger. Basically that's it. Bigger is best.
And then also, could you give me one piece of advice that you would give to a new hobbyist, or one sort of main key piece of advice you would give out to fancy goldfish hobbyists?
Firstly, try and get your fish from a fish keeper or a specialist store. No one likes it PetSmart and that, that's just... Sometimes you can come out lucky, but 9 times out of 10 you're just buying problems. You're buying disease, etc, so try and go to somebody that already keeps fish, somebody that's selling fish but no for profit basically, somebody that's got excess young.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that quick interview. I know now Scott is going to show us around his Orandas, show us around his different tanks and all of his setup. So I'm going to let Scott take over and show you around.
Right, Chris, let's have a wee walk round and see what we can see, eh? Here we have our adult calico Orandas. These are the parents of the calico offspring and the bucksy metallic ones that I pointed out to you earlier. Male, female, female and male. Now this is exactly the same as the calicos, except for they're all metallics. That's what you get with calico spawnings. Now the only reason I kept these chats was because everything else was so perfect about them. I just couldn't get rid of them for some strange reason. My intention is to breed these back to one of my metallics to try and get the hood growth and then get the colour. But we don't actually know what's going to happen colour wise. They may well colour up. Just have to wait and see. Now these ones are all about 14 months old, last year's young. Orandas again, metallic Orandas. Some people like the white colour, some people like it red and white, others just like the pure reds. Just your own personal thing. There they are. As you can see, the hoods aren't that good on them at all. I don't know what it is about my strain of Orandas, but they don't get decent hood growth until around about their second year. So that was my intention, to cross these with the metallic calicos, if you like, unless I'm getting you confused here, and see if we can increase the hood growth. So here we have red Orandas. Believe it or no, those are all brothers and sisters to the white ones that you've just seen. So there you have it, all at one spawning. Loads and loads of different colours.
So thank you all for watching, everyone. Sorry the videos were in a portrait mode. Normally they are in landscape, but I'm very grateful for Scott for doing that video. If you want to see more tank tours, you want to see some more setups, then if you want, you can send me an email down below at fancygoldfishfanatics@gmail.com, and hopefully we'll get some more. Hopefully in the future we'll also be doing some more Rate My Tanks. I know I've got a few more Rate My Tank videos to do, so I'm sorry I haven't shown them just yet. I'm just waiting for a few more to come in, and then we can get that video done. But that's probably going to be in maybe around 3 weeks, something like that, maybe a month. So thank you all for watching. Go show Scott some appreciation in the comments below, maybe ask him some questions, and hopefully he might be able to come on and answer them, or I will do my best job to answer your comments. thank you for watching. Remember to keep those water changes up, and happy fish keeping.